Greetings, this is me again, Zahra Jawad. Sorry, excuse me. Greetings, this is me, Zahra Jawad. Never ready for anything. So, because of my condition, just sharing this on groups, case against, my old Karachi American School group on Facebook. Then this time, not the Understanding Shia Islam, World Peace Mission, something special from God. And Global Crime Prevention Organization Aspiration group on Facebook, my group I've created. Another one for Pakistan, because since now it's so an appeal to God in Pakistan. Many groups I made when I was in Karachi living there about this. And so let's see how many groups I have. An appeal to the President of Pakistan. Okay, an appeal to Pakistan Law Commission. So now I've left Pakistan, but an appeal to God in Pakistan, anti-terrorism, against Yusuf Zaidi group, where is it? And Sikandar Shah, appeal case against, maybe case against, criminal case against Punjabi madwoman, mysterious case, no. So case against Yusuf Zaidi, who is now in London. Thank you for your patience. It's always very shuddering to go back in time. I can't find it, so how did I put it? Appeal against Yusuf Zaidi. Oh, legal action against Yusuf Zaidi and Sikandar Shah. Sharing this on my Facebook page, this live stream. Also made a world, save the world. So I'm extremely serious about this, and I want serious people who will give attention if they have to on their live streams, whether it's a group, and I hope the group will understand. Like recently, I got this uh, slight rudeness from a lady blaming, saying that, as if I was careless or something to interrupt. I apologize for the interruption, but I didn't know how to put my words properly in the comment section. The lady in Australia, healer. So sometimes, it's good to help one person. Maybe you can encourage the group like that, and go on with the healing. Start the healing later. And if there's a delay, so we apologize, but every person's life is important. You help one person, you help, there's a ayat actually, I'm trying to avoid that. So I thought that this lady, again, was kind of responding to what I was saying, everything she was looking at, sometimes like before, like when I joined social media, when the live streams came out and when all these comments, like Dr. Deepak Chopra going on with his explaining his book with his, all that, he wouldn't, like there would be so many comments and I say, oh my God, shouldn't we be like in a class, like when the person is talking, we should not be commenting there on Facebook. But all these people, oh yes, and Deepak Chopra, and so he was, he let that go on. So he wasn't saying like, but for me it was shocking because I was, I didn't know the etiquettes of social media, live comment, chat, and all this at that time. So like someone comes live chat, even the news, sometimes they have the live chat open. A news channel comes live. There people are giving their comments and all that. So sorry, I didn't know this lady's rules. Susan and Cassandra on YouTube. So I really thought she was God sent. Like when she started to respond to my answer questions and even to my comments. The first one was a comment that yes, I agreed to her, and the other one was also a comment agreeing to her reaction and response. But a question propped up, like talking in my mind, talking to myself, and sharing my comments there on her live stream. She started to tell me off. So, anyways, didn't work out. So, one thing after another, this is happening in my life. Now, you can't do anything about it. There's such people where you detect a certain thing, they can cover it up, anyways. So, it's been now 20 something years, and Yusuf Zaidi has not been caught. So, recently I was on because of David Wood. Um, I was on Hatun Tosh. I just clicked on her live stream previously with David Wood, which I missed. Recently, she came with the David Wood live stream. So she was saying that even in England, when she went to complain about her case, because she was attacked, her property also was attacked. But the British police dismissed her case and started to ask her questions like, how do you know they were Muslims and what were their names and all this? And she was saying, well, I could not provide that. You know, uh, I just knew they were Muslims. And so she was discussing this against the British police, her case. They dismissed her, they sent her away. So even in UK, this is now happening, right? So my case is such complicated, and um, checking the live chat here, any comments, anyone joining. So my case in Karachi, from Karachi since 1999, from 1999, online, Desi chat and all this. People would say, shut the computer off. But now here, thank God I didn't. And I learned how to type faster. I'd become slow. I'd learned typing long time ago. I wasn't practicing. I was out of practice. So shut the computer. But I knew that if I shut the computer now, I mean, in real life in Pakistan, we were having problems. There were corrupted people. So if I could, in the, I actually had, I was suffering from chronic fatigue since a long time trying to find. So in the beginning, I was quiet about it. Many years quiet, not even didn't even tell a friend that I really feel this, and I read this in the one of the magazines in Karachi I bought, but abroad magazine which had this about chronic fatigue, feeling very very tired. Even my other middle brother noticed when we were playing cricket. He said that I had become, I didn't have that much strength, power like I did before when I used to play with them. So I even wondered whether, but the case is that he's grown now, and he's got a height also, and maybe men power is gets more than uh, they get more power, and I shouldn't be like this actually. My principal was a table tennis champion, and I think she beat some men also at this game. So I try to look at it all sides, weigh the pros and cons, and see whether, whether we're just this, if to get this out, whether the men have more power. I told him, since you've grown up now, maybe my power is less than yours, and you feel it because you're a male and I'm a female. But I don't think he agreed with me on that. So before putting the blame on someone or something, for example, this is my way of looking at it all sides and seeing where the whether the problem, whether this is not the case. But later on, I noticed that yes, I'm becoming slow and more slow and lethargic and all the time exhausted and sleeping. I wouldn't get rest. So, but that time I was younger, so there was hope, like 21 years old, even 22, 23, 24, 25, 30. So I had come from London. I went to London then for 3 years to do my sorry, no, LLB honors degree to get that. And so I was living in a hostel in London, and every time going down to smoke in the smoking room, the people would be discussing. There'll be sometimes people there from the hostel and visitors at times. So discussing things, and I got used to that when I came back after graduating from uh, Law Studies College. So, I started to go online, Desi chat and all that, because I felt maybe this is good. Like we could generally talk. I found a Desi chat site after finding Yahoo chat. And so I had started internship in Karachi, Pakistan, in a law firm, but I couldn't work. I was exhausted. I was feeling terrible. So I had to leave, take breaks, and I thought, give me some time. I told the law firm, uh, you know, so I was feeling tired, and I was doing my duas, prayers. So the first, the wherever, the beginning, this is the first step, I thought. And then maybe God's help will come soon. Miracles have happened in my life. So I went on Desi Chat then, and things were not working out for me. So I used to, get this really terrible, like low and angry and all this. So I started to participate in the Desi Chat Chandni Ratein or Chandni Raat room. And then I got a box so this private chat box popped up. Anand Kiran first. And then I clicked on this Andalip Siddiqui ID, and I approached her saying that you're my childhood friend. Do you remember me? And all that. She was like, yes, I remember you. Oh my God, I was overwhelmed. But then later, she even came from Saudi Arabia. She was in Saudi Arabia then, and she said, from the airport, I'll come straight to your house. I was like, no, 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 don't do this and all this. So I thought that I had found my childhood friend. But surprisingly, it was not so shockingly. Um, so sometimes, having fun on Chandni Ratein room just on by myself, then get kicked out, and then sometimes what the principal had told me that I'm stubborn. So say, Khalji, Khalji, doing these funny things on Chandni Ratein. When I was 30, I had come back, from London back to my residence city and country, Karachi, country, Pakistan. Okay, I don't know how to put this. It's very shuddering, and so still it is. I'm traumatized to no end. So um, things, one thing after another here also on social media, uh, no help, hardly much. So, and not understanding also the etiquettes of some live chats and all this. And then I flipped, so someone told me that you flip and all this. Even a lady in London told me that it's due to this. And, black magic, someone doing black magic on you. So there was, okay, so I'll just go fast forward. And here, what happened is in on Desi chat, two Pakistani men bullying a female in a chat room. Now, Yusuf Zaidi had not come as yet. Okay, so this is before Yusuf Zaidi, whom I met on Desi chat. I hope I don't forget certain things to mention them for my case here. Two Pakistani men bullying a female in a chat room. Now, this was a Desi chat room, and I felt they were Pakistanis. One's ID was, I think, Yamdud was the one, right? Then later on, or even Yamdud with, okay, maybe this person, one of their IDs was Yamdud. Don't know. But Yamdud was also someone who had given me problems. Now, this is 1999, and I've lost a lot of my memory is weak now. I'm in my 50s. I tried to stop the bullying, so I can't remember properly, okay? Please excuse me for that, some of the things. And what I got from one of them is I will F you, like he put F-U-C-K. Sorry for using this word, but I'll be abusing because it's triggered. And, I will F you and your mother. This I remember distinctly. His ID was he the one Yamdud, coming as Yamdud on that Desi chat, right? It was Desi chat. No, yeah, it was a Asian chat. But I remember going a lot on Desi chat, if I remember, um, so yeah, correctly. So then came Yusuf Zaidi, because I had already been disturbed and showing the disturbance. Now, all the things that followed, why I was disturbed and why this girl who was even Andalip Siddiqui, who was not from St. Vianney's School when I was in Karachi in my childhood. I had joined St. Vianney's School. Now, I can't remember the exact year, but in the early 1970s. I found someone on Facebook, and I found out because my aunt in Dubai, she knew her last name. So I found out, and I found an Andalib and her proper last name. Much later on, when I came to Dubai, when I searched, right, so I was in Dubai, and then when I was in Dubai, I searched on Facebook. And my aunt remembered her last name. So then I searched for that Andalib, and I found her. Yes, and she's grown up now, of course. That was in our childhood. But my father found this Mehman. His name is last name Mehman. He was into this police or something. So he said we wanted to cut an FIR about this case on. But he told me this much. I can't remember his first name. My father knows him. He was asked to come home, and I told him about my case. I was called while my father was there. And so he said it must be an insider, someone from the family. Okay, so this is how someone from the family, but I don't know who sent Yamdud or whether this was a setup and they had already made me disturbed, and the things in my personal life also disturbing, accumulated, and triggering. And so finally, what happened is found a Sayyid Shia who said my mother is Fatima Zahra. Then came Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi on desichat.org or uh, .com, begging me to take his help. His father, I found out, was a judge in Sindh court. Like I said, later on when he went, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi went to London, and I wasn't getting well, and I was being now attacked so much, unbearable pain. After he had brought, no, before he had brought, they were coming to my house that day. Before that, when I was sleeping, I had excruciating pain in my body while sleeping, and that went on. At times, in the end, it got really too much for me. Every 2 minutes, I'd sleep or something. After some 2 minutes, even get up, because the attack was like one, quick, faster. Ooh, and so of course, a normal person not getting proper sleep wouldn't they lose their mind? So now this was like in year 2009, 8, 8, no, not 7, earlier than that, and it carried on until I was in Karachi, and then I had to leave Karachi to come to Dubai for my renewal passport and all this. So for some reason, sorry, excuse me, I can't. So I can't do anything properly, so I cannot even give up this habit of drinking too much tea or all this, right? Don't tell me to do anything. I'll just give me my own time and I'll do that. Whatever I want to do at whatever time. Sorry. So this very, very traumatizing. And then I felt someone with me, and you will get married to this person like a jinn with me, right? And so what happened is, so now Yusuf Zaidi had earned my confidence. He had begged me, begged me, begged me on Desi chat, private box, chat box. Okay, so I gave in, and then I'm the type of person, and in the state I was in, it was deplorable. Uh, so giving out everything, talking to him, went to his house. Do you know how some Pakistanis? So all hell broke loose on the psychic realm too. And Yusuf Reddy told me in year 2000 that he's done something, praying for me. In 21 days, everything will be good. Now, you see these Pakistanis, the way they lie, although they're very, very cool, calm behavior, smooth operator. Have you heard that song by Sade? Smooth operator. So they can be very smooth and all that, Pakistanis. But you can't trust your own shadow, I was told in Pakistan, by a good person. He was also a lawyer, a relative, a family friend. Sorry, family friend, not a relative, who had my email address. One fine day, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi sends me an email which says, "Stuck on you," large, printed with written, printed and typed in red, "Stuck on you." So remember that song, "Stuck on You," got a feeling. And now I was thinking that every time I talk to them, I'd get this, that they knew my secret, my weakness, that I'm very attached, obsessed with my principal, Mrs. Munira Gulzar, the who was my principal in St. Joseph's College, Karachi. So it's like Bibi Fatima Zahra's, is his mother. He has told me. they can't be lying, could they? And Shia. But little did I know. And when I was talking to my aunt, she told me, like, if someone gives her poison saying that this is in the name of Bir Fatma Zahra, it's her niyaz, drink it, like prasad, she would have it. So, in a way, we were also very trusting, but, and very, like Imam Hussein, how he kept communication going with his enemy. So later, when Atif Malik came, very, very reluctant, but I would get this feeling that they are connected with the principal. And the principal, unfortunately, 1997, I was having this intuitive feelings, sensing that someone wants to give my principal cancer. When I met her in 1999, she told me that where she felt she had cancer, the pain was like that. But then she got that her x-ray was cleared, and thank God she didn't have cancer. So I was just listening to her and kept very calm and collected. And it wasn't like, oh God, no, mommy, I'll die without you. And what? No, I wasn't like this with her. I always kept that cool, never cried, never shed any tears, never such an emotional outburst, never showed her. Even kept my hellish years without her after graduation behind, like that, when I went to visit her afterwards. So no outbursts or anything like that. But you know, for anyways. So these people. Then if this is stuck on you, so he brought in year 2000, 7th January, I think, yeah, after, so 6th January, I met the principal. 7th January, 6th January 1999, I met the principal. We went, we all, my mother, my aunts went to her house, some of my aunts, and my sister. So that was 6th January. Coincidentally, Yusuf Zaidi brought this person, his friend's brother. He said he's an expert in removing spirits, exercising, and all this, healer. In this, and since he could not find another Shia who is an expert, he found a Sunni Muslim who is from Abdul Qadir Jilani, a saint, a believer in that. So there are some Maimans in that who believe in, all Maimans believe, I think, in Abdul Qadir Jilani, okay? So I thought he was a Maiman. And he told me where this person lives, Soldier Bazaar. So that had a oh, so the principal indirectly has everything now, deluded connections, feeling that even when I'm talking to Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, actually the principal is behind it, behind him. And that's when I used to get a very euphoric feeling. So they got me like that. Later on, in retrospect, I feel I don't if I could. I suspected I could not trust him. That even I suspected the London bombs, that he was a terrorist. But how could a Shia be a terrorist? Anything else I'm missing here? So you see, my case, I feel no one. I have to do it on my own, as far as I can reach. And I told them later on that even after, the case, if you stop talking about it, or if then you acquiesce it, then you go into silence, then that case just drops. They don't bring it out after 20 years. It just, I think, how many years if you don't speak about it? So I said to one of them, Irfan, that even if it takes 30, 40 years, I'll come after you if I find out. Stuck on you. So Yusuf said he also had, like on his messenger now, private messenger chat, he started to have this baby thing. And you know how stupid we are? This finger out, right? Sorry, maybe this is copyrights infringement. I'm trying. Okay, so what I'll do is um, here, but a Caucasian baby. So I was like, because they were communicating with this third middle finger to me. So I didn't think it was distance communication. Yes, no, what? So I didn't. This was Imam Ali's finger. I read later on. My father brought this book from Dubai, from Imam Ali Mosque. They were selling, to my surprise, they were selling um English translated of Allama Majlisi book, Hayatul Qulub. Now, in the genesis of that book, Allama Majlisi's compiled, how do you say it, right? From the Imams and all that. Like, I was thinking, how could this race, Adam and Eve, become incestuous race? Because only one couple was sent down, and then from their children, two couples were not sent down. So, anyways, what I found in that Genesis chapter of Allama Majlisi, Hayatul Qulub, was that what the fingers, who the fingers represent. The thumb represents Imam Hussein, the little finger, I think, like that, right, represents Imam Hassan. This ring finger represents Hazrat Fatima Zahra. Middle finger represents Imam Ali, and the forefinger represents Shahada finger, we call it, Rasulullah. So Panjatan Pak. So I did not take it serious, like in that bad way that Yusuf Zaidi would use a child and his middle finger would be up. That was his picture on the messenger, MSN Messenger, for some time while we used to chat, when I think he went to London or in Karachi before going to London. And then sometimes he would come on MSN Messenger chat, perhaps, can't remember, vague, I can't remember exactly. So sorry, excuse me, I'm just moving a little bit here. I have to, oh, my stomach, so there's pressure on me. And so to talk about this even now after 20 some years, 22 years is 23 years is I can't. So actually, was it that Yusuf Zedi was sent to F me and my mother by that man Yamdud who told me? Can't even. Maybe it was Yamdud, or maybe with Yamdud I had another bad experience on that Desi chat. Can't remember. So I should have kept all that, but we didn't have screenshots, at that time. Neither did we have a video recording shots, video screen recordings at that time. But when Facebook came out, I thank God like anything, because these private chats and chat rooms and only boxes coming up. So you're privately chatting and you have this old computer where you can't do much, right? So I couldn't keep all that in memory also. The old computer may have zonked out and all that. So all I have is what I'm saying to you here. So all evil broke out, meaning but you see, my principal was my lifeline. And there's still hope of meeting the principal. What they had done to me, like on one hand, Halal Bait, you will meet the principal, but you don't have to go to her house. You can feel her. She's watching you. We've done something. I asked a Kuwaiti friend when I met him on Facebook some things. So he knew one thing. Like something he said, it's Chinese way of healing or going into something. Can't say, sorry for now. To feel, your loved one or something. And so the principal having, not having cancer, but I was told, so they, this is why I felt they used the internet. So I really don't know. It's like, who to speak to, but it's like that movie, right? Uh, Ghost movie, like who to trust. So going to the police. In Pakistan, we couldn't go to the police. We called a person, my father did, and he said it could be an insider, or it could be this lawyer. I don't know. So I had to guess who could it be. Well, then my battle with evil, because in Pakistan, help Pakistanis get healers. And then this is what I told Yusuf Zedi, like later on, much later, it was too late now. He was an absconder for me. And then he sent his uncle to talk to me, Atik. So that name has, in my childhood, that Atik guy who was with the Kashmiri Ahmed Happy Homes Furniture. I didn't like him at all, the way he used to look at me when he used to come to my place. And then he went out for a little while with someone I knew. And I used to bring it out that I don't like going there, you know, that she taking me there to Atik's place. So then I got it from her mother. I thought because of this. Okay, so but then they weren't serious. They did not get married or anything. I felt they were fooling around anyways in childhood. So this happened. And, in Pakistan, we have, so the case, black magic. It's very rampant, not only in my family, but I've known people saying this, lots of people. It's rampant in Pakistan. Before I left, there was a lot of this. The social media gang in Muzaffargarh. So Atif Malik, I think he was from Muzaffarabad or Muzaffargarh. In Islamabad, what's the company he was working for? So him also I met on Desi Chat, and then, or Messenger. That accountancy firm he was working for in Islamabad. Oh my God. A couple of, sorry, Dawn, I don't mean, I'm not going to go inside, just read this outside, show you this. 29 June 2022, social media gang in Muzaffargarh professing black magic smashed. Professing that they practice magic to win over the power of witchcraft were doing a roaring, okay, dot, dot, dot. Meaning they profess to practice or profess in practicing black magic, professing black magic smashed. But I'm really slow at this again. Islam and, superstitions. So they also, some people say these are just our superstitions. But you see, uh, Yusuf Zaidi, I have one up here on him. Yusuf Zaidi brought Sikandar Shah, and he had powers to remove, and he told me, remove evil spirits, and he told me that you're not lying. It's not mental illness. I believe that it is black magic because I've seen inside. And coming here also, although I was doubting, but since you've told me it hurt you and all this, I was, I was removing a spirit from you, and she was a Muslim lady spirit on you. So a Muslim lady who had passed away and her spirit was attached to me. That's why I'm feeling the chronic fatigue. Then I started to feel more, the voices came and the schizophrenia started from there. So where did it start from? My schizophrenia started from this whole incident. This is the cause of my schizophrenia, I believe. And my schizophrenia actually started from here. So you see, I suspect these people like Yusuf Zedi. And just a little pause here. I'll go to Facebook and show you. So thank you for waiting. Stream has been resumed. Sorry, I'm also very slow. Haven't had proper food. Didn't have I think I missed my breakfast also. So here is my group on Facebook, Legal Action Against Yusuf Zedi and Sikandar Shah. So I have that much that, but these people are like, my schizophrenia started on live chat. Desi chat and meeting Sayyid Yusuf Zedi. Oh, so this is my youth. Maybe I've even uploaded this on YouTube. So I'm afraid also then later on I learned in London, UK, Pakistani gang grooming Pakistani gang. I don't know, busted or what, but grooming of young ones, young girls in Britain. But no, they can't take much action. Even recently, um, Hatun Tash on YouTube was saying that after perhaps, God forbid, after some Muslims, throw acid, do acid attack, then will she have to give out their names? Like, oh, I know you. You are definitely Pakistani Muslim, or like that, or a Muslim. Sorry, not Pakistani, but other Muslim maybe, or whoever, origin Pakistan perhaps. We don't know. Any Muslim can just come and acid attack. God forbid. Suffering from nervous shocks and mental breakdowns since 1999. How are my nervous shocks and mental breakdowns related to Yusuf Zaidi and Sikandar Shah, whom I met in Karachi? So now, was it Yusuf Zaidi's responsibility and was he negligent and chose to keep clean? Could my life have been saved in 1999 if Yusuf Zaidi had not been negligent with his words, if not actions? Why did I keep quiet against this after so many years had to pass? giving Yusuf Zaidi the benefit of the doubt. Why did I keep from not raising my voice against Yusuf Zaidi's negligence? Because they are very cunning and clever. And even like right now, for example, if you go to the police, they can't do anything. Not even for Hatun Taj in UK, where they have attacked the Hatun Taj's property. They can't do anything. The police in UK. Does every Muslim have a duty when someone is in trouble to reach out? They can, Zahra, for the sake of Allah, for the sake of Prophet Muhammad, for the sake of which religion are you from? Muslim, you are a Muslim, Shia Muslim, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi. And then, oh yes, and he told me that his father. So they have these, and he also told me that his mother had this, and they believed in that they found nails and everything, right? So the rampant in Pakistan, black magic. They not only made my mother and father suffer, she passed away now, and they had me deceived heavily and bound in a very negative energy. Take action before it's too late. Great to see what life can do. This is so much fun. So trying to be, uh, you know, adding some humor, some lightheartedness. There is no substantial evidence. That is the thing. Suffering. Was it Mrs. Munira Gulsar? Now you see the blame on my principal. This is what they wanted. And his wife. So they come in a way like when they were showing, when Yusuf Zaidi had this picture, ID picture of this boy with the middle finger pulled out, like FU. I was like, because they were communicating in a very indirect manner to me, subliminal messages. He came to my house once for contract law. So when I was a Shia, named Sakina, so during Muharram doing this Karbala, the only justice, on online, Facebook. So they use religion and everything in Pakistan. This is too shocking for me to accept. As for a person, given it would given constant nervous shocks. Given constant nervous shocks. दरबार यजीदी में भला जाऊं मैं कैसे दरबार शराबी में शर्म आती है बाबा. I mean, there is a limit. No, there's no limit to zulm in this world. Only death, the leveler, like a poem we read in St. Joseph's College in our literature English class. I mean, there is a limit not to be crossed where even Westerners would feel shame. So the Pakistani Muslims, shame on you. And anything blurting out against my principal or poor son, you know, now my heart hardened. So against that very lady who I would respect and even be like Bibi Zainab thinking, telling myself that my children sacrificed for you. Whether you're 90 or 60 or 80, like my life for you. But what this made me is start to abuse and curse my principal. I was never like this. And it got worse and worse. लानत है तुम लोग. Yusuf, catch Yusuf Zaidi. I want to commit suicide now. Yeah, it's okay. So, and since I'm reincarnated, no, but how are you going to catch Yusuf Zaidi? That's why Madame Gulzar gave it to me in PC. Then I don't know why the family was stood up because okay, talking about my dreams against her, and but Madame Gulzar allowed my principal. So right now I have the soft corner, normal for my principal, but I don't know when I'm going to go on her page, this lady's page, right, that I've made, and give it to her there. But thank God no one, she's not there, but I feel she's there. Ex Saint Josephine's. Madam, here is my wonderful, great principal. So today it's like that. And then if when I turned psycho on her, don't know. No, really. Bang. Oh, oh, I can't take it. So thank God I came here for her, what I took, and yet did not see her. And these, some of these बेदर्द ऐसे बेदर्दी से मारते हैं, ख़त्म करते हैं. ये पाकिस्तानी कुछ लोग हैं, खुदा के वास्ते ये क्या नॉनसेंस, ये क्या क्रूरती है तुम लोगों में. फिर तुम लोग बोलते हो कि हम बोलते हैं, कुछ बोलेगा तो बोलोगे कि you listen. So please take action here. Against Yusuf Zedi, where's God? They can F me, my mother, and she's not my real mother. She's my principal. I call mommy. I used to, so after 8 years, I go to see her, and do you see how old she has become? That was when I was in Karachi. Yusuf Zedi, coward ke bache. So once he tells me that, to how he earned my confidence, Dr. Zamir Akhtar, his father, the judge, Sindh Shia, was having a meeting with Dr. Zamir Akhtar. What can I do? So I'm having someone like a schizophrenic symptoms. Don't say anything. The case is being what? So is there something I can say where we find the person? Healers, please don't dilly dally. I don't know. I don't have that much money to pay you. So awareness, we'll do that, but right now right now it's one of those days. And no, I don't think Mataji, I have checked her videos, she has not gotten well, so I cannot trust. No Kalki Avatar. Those are just some stupid delusions I'm having. 90 years old now. Can someone please tell me if she's alive or not? Uh, she can't. So someone came a few. So if you're not going to get Yusuf Zedi, who is behind all this? Who sent him? Then we had the Cargill. So, one lady, oh yes, one lady, she felt that she has, we Shias have this Jaffrey, something occult practice, but legal. It's like religiously legal. So in the Quran, she said there was a man from Lahore is involved. He is the one. She came to my house. a long old teacher of mine from my mother's school. She came with her and she took a istikhara from the Quran, Surah Yasin. And she told me it means that this man who wanted to make you tear your clothes, make you naked, and all this, mad, insane, go insane, is from Lahore. So he's the only one, right, that I know who's from Lahore. And he turned psycho on me when I spoke about an Indian principal in uh, London. My principal in London, my school principal, spoke good of him. He turned psycho on me. Ew, I don't. So I'm not going to go into this Azam and Durai. You see this? You go into their website, Lahore, Pakistan, right? So he was in Lahore and we were communicating through email. And, then he turned psycho on me in the email. I could not save those emails in 1999 or 1998 I had come back. Oh, yes, 1998 when I came back, we got in touch over the email. And he was giving scouts honor, not Prophet Muhammad's honor, but scouts honor that he would not harass me and not get in touch with me anymore. So he must be in some scouts somewhere. So this ugly man, criminal, psycho. Okay, I'm going in. Thank you. This social media, you have given me the courage. Otherwise, I would not even, I wouldn't be able to search for Yusuf Zaidi. I was in such traumatizing, such that I didn't have uh, I don't want to look at their faces at times. So his picture is here. Yeah. I don't. And Atif Malik from KPMG, Islamabad. Atif Malik, KPMG, Islamabad. Cowards. He's the one. He's on Twitter. In the MSN Messenger chat, this is like, this was his face. This was not the picture. The background wasn't like this. Maybe the shirt was different, but it's him. And I felt he was also involved in this. And actually, I told him, you sound like an Indian, Indian. He said, no, he's Punjabi, Pakistani. So when I was talking to him also, like because because you see, the principal had started to criticize me heavily. Like I'm very possessive and all this. And I needed help now. So also for that obsession, and that I would not go to her place anymore and not feel anything for her. So I was with these people, wasting my time. And since I had chronic fatigue and now I developed schizophrenia from 1990, after year 2000, I realized, but that they were saying this is Bi Fatma Zahra's help, and I'm Bi Fatma Zahra's follower, disciple, communicating telepathically with fingers down, going down, my right hand fingers, especially the middle finger. It started with the middle finger communication going down. Yes. Are you saying that you are before? Yes. It will go down without my wanting it to go down spontaneously. And if you're not saying, then, this, then it would not go down, even if I try to. Like, I felt I was hypnotized from a distance. So once I was doing Susan Chomsky's. That really worked. It brought an earthquake in Islamabad. So he's the one on the MSN Messenger later on when Yusuf Zaidi left for London, asked his uncle Atiq, and they even came to invite me for their wedding, Yusuf Zaidi and Chanda Farah, and he used to call her Chanda. So there was a man, and I was working here, right, for this man, lawyer, Farooq Nasim. So there was another man who used to call someone. They had, was it? No, no. We had Chanda, or his wife Chanda, or someone working there Chanda, Farooq Nasim. So at one time I even Farooq Nasim suspected him to have sent these people. And you see, his birthday is my principal. So Anand Kiran came saying that his birthday is on June 26th, my principal's birthday. And I want a friend, good friend, be my friend. On Desi chat, Anand Kiran sent me the private chat box. In that he started to call me Didi and all this. And he said he's from Hyderabad. I have his but my father, sorry, I never call him dad. I don't know why it came out like that. I never, I call him daddy or father. I refer to him as father. This is strange. Yeah, so these strange things coming out of me, like spellbound. I'm spellbound. Have you seen the movie Alfred Hitchcock's Spellbound? So blurting out things, abuse, curses, because I can't take it anymore. I don't have it inside of me. So there's no good inside of me unless I rest a little bit and repeating prayers. I don't know how some good comes, that I can even speak in this way, in this tone, calm and cool. Otherwise, my video started with shouting out that what happened to me in childhood and case against my uncle and this my father's family. I couldn't talk in a quiet, proper, way, tone. Also Atif Malik I had met. I just went to give him a gift uh, as a sister. I had gone abroad and bought a pen for him. So he was at the airport in Karachi nearby, staying in a hotel nearby the airport, Karachi Jinnah Airport. So I went there and I gave him the pen. I met him. So I also suspected him the, later on while working with him. Then I was also on Desi Chat, and so he's a lawyer. And remember, Yusuf Zaiti's father, a judge in Sindh court, a married man with two daughters. So that's why I suspected him for reasons I've just given and other reasons that I may not have been able to give. Chanda. So Yusuf said his cousin and wife's name is Farah, and her last name I cannot get, family name. He used to call her Chanda. And in Farooq Nasim's office, there was someone by the name of Chanda, or the one of the lawyers working there used to call uh, a female worker Chanda. Let me see if I can find in the images her image from Facebook. No, her picture from Facebook. No, sorry, sorry for. Don't mean any copyrights infringement. I'll have to pause here and go back to Facebook, which I don't want to right now. So you can see who that Farah is, who Yusuf said he also used to call Chanda. He wasn't married to her when he was chatting with me, and when he was coming to my house also. But later on, he got married to her, and then they went to London, UK. So my case is messed up or something, and they made me schizophrenic. And so the only thing is, system sucks. I don't want to go by the system anymore. No. So you know, red tape and all this. I don't want to. I just want to call someone and say, right now, get this person help. Investigate. These Pakistani. Sorry, yeah, I'll be blurting out things like that. Very, very cruel. Acha, we had this, I knew the Mandvi wala, so their cinema, ऐसी बेदर्दी से these Pakistanis, cinema, was it the Nishat bomb blast? They destroyed his cinema. Nadeem Bhai, I think Nadeem Mandviwala's cinema, owned by Nadeem Mandviwala. A bomb blast in Pakistan, Karachi, actually. Sorry, I think it's Nishat Cinema, is it? Or there were three cinemas there or more on that road, and one of his Prince Cinema is no more. Oh my goodness! Eventually, the cinema shut down because of a court case, and then the 2012 attack, where it was set on fire along with Nishat. Yeah, so most probably Nadeem Andwiwala's uh, cinema. Like I just said, like this, owned by Nadeem Andwiwala, Nishat Cinema. Because they played a movie, I think they said it's against Islam, and this is what they did to it. In which year was it? So here it says, this news says New York Times, no, American influence or anti-Muslim videos. A cinema attack was not about American influence or anti-Muslim videos. For 65, the Nishat Cinema stood in Karachi, Pakistan. Yeah, so Nishat Cinema destroyed forever. And the person was like, so that they haven't renewed it or anything, rebuilt it. so dejected, so disillusioned. And this is how they're destroying lives and people's businesses, people's loved ones, relationships in Pakistan. Because when you come across a cruel band, gang, uh, or mafia in Pakistan, and you don't agree with them, then their cruelty knows no end, and it's unstoppable. They would use black magic, not surprising, distance harm done to people through psychic powers and all this, not surprising. In Pakistan, and there's no, for the material realm cases, there's everyone, our lives are gone. Then we had this. So I was also scared for my Christian friends, and Debbie D'Souza was now working for Air Blue. So, the Air Blue crash also in Margala Hills. And my principal surprisingly had now a red Margala or something, Margala car. Air Blue crash. So this would make me think that, it's my second cousin because on his birthday this crash happened. July 29th or 28th. I've forgotten the, okay, this way, 28th July. Number of deaths, 152. So I've died with these people too. So don't ask me how I'm living, but living on that fantasy that we have to go on, life goes on. But if God will come to help or not, I should have died here, crushed. But alas, I didn't die and I'm alive. So I want to keep my life now for in memory, although I can not every day mention their names. And I didn't know the 152, but you know, what my life should be really lived conscientiously for the martyrs, for those who are trampled, killed, for those who have been attacked by terrorists, killed, destroyed, their cinema, Nadeem Mandviwala, Nadeem Bai. We are living like this was. So what happiness on what happiness? But I joke and I make. So now recently, my passion was to find truth and to go deep into Islam. I realized that Islam was a false religion. This is what I do. So in memory of those crushed, killed, brutally. I started to get angry at, well, why do we have planes? Why do we have to travel like this? For one, this year, Gulf Air crash long time ago. My she was Khadija Zaidi, my classmate in Karachi American School. Her father was in this. So Miss Desai and I had a very nice time on my birthday, uh, regardless of what the friends did to us on my birthday coming to my place. They tried to spoil my birthday. We had a good time. And then came this Gulf Air crash. 1983. Khadija Zaidi's father was in this flight. He lost his life. And we went for the Soyam to Khadija Zaidi's place. Then my principal, after she left St. Joseph's College, retired from St. Joseph's College. She joined Hamdard. So Hakim Said, my goodness, him too. I should have been dead by now. I don't know what I'm surviving for. Assassinated October 17, 1998. So I'm looking at this in the Dawn newspaper, magazine, or saying, how can I console my principal? I didn't go to her place for this. It's like you would say this is unbelievable, right? Wasn't it 1997? I thought I'd come for a vacation. So this, it's like, could it be also Molly, your life is in danger, a quote from movie Ghost. And then we have Bodyguard, Whitney Houston's movie Bodyguard. This is a mysterious case. Uh, sorry, this not this one. Where's that bodyguard? The bodyguard? So Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston's movie. What is going on? And you can't even find good healers who pro bono who will care and give their time without, paying them. If they can afford to, please uh, give every individual. Also, at times, it will help the group. If you're talking, and if one individual in the group gets confused, yeah, you will help the whole group by explaining it. But I think that lady didn't have an answer for this. When you're open to God's messages, but I was open to God's messages, and then she got a little thingy on me that she couldn't answer me, you see, and that's why she got a little, she tried to discourage me that I can, you can have privately, we can have a private this thing, but here I'm having a group as if I don't know. So, she couldn't answer my question. Now, one thing after another. Now we've got this lady, Mataji, and she is not well. She's Krishna Radha Dasi. She's in Vrindavan. She is expecting a child. And the medicines that they've given her are a lot for a pregnant woman, a lady, a young lady to take, even a pregnant, not a young lady, but even a like, I mean, you know what I mean, normal. This is terrible. So, Krishna, so this also one thing after another. Updates about health condition. I've seen this. She's taken many medications. Many injections have been given to her. So 7 hours ago, and then where's Kalki? Where's Krishna? Where's Radha? Oh, Vrindavan. So please, I suggested that if she could reach out to doctors in conference, if she can find in her country a good doctor and have a call conference, or now there's of course Zoom also. So please help her out. Uh, get second opinions also from doctors. Had problems with gurus, haven't been well. Indian gurus, where are you? So I need to cut down on controversy and seeing human beings suffer, 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 suffer. And in my thing, I cannot take it. I got crushed. I should have gotten crushed long time ago and unable to get up or even talk. Go in a coma. I feel like I'm going to collapse any moment, every time. Even in London when I was doing the law, there were times that I was very like my father should come. Someone should help me with the traveling. Oh, with the sorry, what do you call that? This word is not coming. My mind is blocked on that. You know. So, Paramahamsa Vishwananda, if you are Kalki, I don't think I should be saying, see, I feel controlled and all this. So, I really can't stick to this. Yusuf Zaidi, oh my God, this also, and also this, I can't, uh, you know, I can't take it. So, a little bit on this now. Let's see how much I can take this. Appeal against Yusuf Zaidi. Case against you. Where is my video? Case against, just searching against Yusuf Zaidi. Okay, I'll just put this on. Oh God, I'm so tired. Whoever is concerned about this and can take action. Um, so, my mental illness started when Yusuf Zaidi brought Sikandar Shah and Arbab Shah to my place. And on the internet, he also told me that within 21 days. So when I go, I think they're getting to me. Like when I went to Abdullah Samir, and I said, even a brother, if my own brother tells me something against schizophrenia, that, this, you need to see a doctor. And so Abdullah Samir doesn't know my case, and he's an atheist. So I got it from like atheists. They'll, of course, they only believe in the uh, material world. So if you get sick, they don't believe in this black magic thing, right? So I got it from the like these people cannot help. Okay, so he's, and of course, the atheist cannot help me in my case on reincarnation. But that's my personal thing, and I feel God should have sent someone for us. If not, then we have to strive in it. But to go mad like this and have someone feel someone with me, you know, I feel so. I don't know. Can an expert help me? So there's no expert to help me in this. No, so what's this? No expert to help me. Personal help. Uh, no, so I cannot take personal help like that. Uh, but I don't know if now I can even trust. I was thinking of what that lady said, but then I said, that Australian healer. So no, I'm so disillusioned by these healers also on YouTube and social media and charging money. I was disillusioned by the therapist, Dr. Faragh Ahmad. And then they would, from my mother also, me charge us later on. Before they're like free, the institute was just taking a few rupees. Dr. Ahmed, Dr. Ferozi Ahmed said she will take me for, she'll see me for free when I said that my father doesn't allow me to come here. Istikhara has not come positive, a negative on you. And go to a psychiatrist and for Dr. Ferozi Ahmed later on about this schizophrenic case of mine said that if you go to a psychiatrist, she scared me so much once I visited her in somewhere in year 2000 when I was in Karachi against psychiatrist. She said they'll give you a shock. They'll put you in that shock chair. I said, no, they don't. I've been to Dr. Hussain, Musarat Hussain, psychiatrist well known in Karachi, and he gave me Risperdal. He didn't put me in a shock chair and give me a shock or anything. No, they don't give you shocks and all this. She's such a liar. But very good in the beginning. They are so good. They slip. You can't do a case against them. So they can rape through psychic. My friend or ex-friend now, over the phone, she said, "Is it a jinn that you're living with?" So psychic rapes. We will rape your mother. I will F your mother and your. So I'm telling in Ohio, this person, Malik, Mickey Malik came. Please take some action. This is verbal rape. Verbal rape. Mickey Malik should, if you're not going to take action, then you're leading the person to do this, right? What happened in the movie Lipstick? If ever I find what happened in the movie Lipstick, right? The last scene. Where was it? Where is it? The last scene, Lipstick, last clip, movie, where she shoots her rapist down. 1976 movie, remember? Yeah, I think it's this scene here. Okay, I don't want because maybe YouTube will give me something after yours say that this live stream. So this about my case. It's special, and I don't mean copyrights infringement or to any hurt, hate, or anything. But if the law fails such a long time, the person is suffering, suffering, suffering. Then let's see. And then you're going to say she was schizophrenic. People have various opinions. She was obsessed, or she's low in comprehension, or she's this. And why did she come? Why? And then this very clever, um, cunning healer. No, no, it's not the problem. The problem is not me. You see how this healer, first she's responding, then I even apologized. I said, sorry if I'm interrupting you. And, she claims to have these powers of healing. She could harm me now. We never know what could be done. So this really a bad way. She lacks compassion. Mother Teresa, her way was like walking. Mother Teresa walked so much and went like Group healing you're talking about? Of course, I know that this is a group healing live chat. But before the group healing, she starts with the healing. She starts talking, right? So why not encourage the group people to participate in what you're saying rather than make them scared of you? God give me the strength. So where was I going? Okay, I'm going to be very precise now. I don't mean to harm her, but I could be harmed by her, right? Very scary. Look at the way, let's see, she might give me copyrights infringement on this, so I'll come back. Let me muster up some courage to go to her. So I'll make a separate live stream again, right? How she said it, what she said. You might think, oh, it's don't take it so seriously. Like, that's just leave it. You have to take it. Uh, you know which Pakistani, Haris Sultan or someone, and deal with it. Australian Haris Sultan, Pakistani Australian, deal with it. You know, you people need to deal with it because if you don't get like here or in a Arab country where I've seen when I've gone to Dubai or something, that the supermarket man helps you with your bags and all this. Female, you know, she's also not well, so they help you with the trolley. Whereas in London, I mean Australia, I don't know, but they won't help you. They won't pick up your bags or anything for you. The supermarket man after you've paid the cash and all this in malls and all. So deal with it, you feminine females now. Deal with the bashing. Okay, I'm going to come back when I feel I have the strength, and then they can uh, destroy, remove, report that live stream. Let's see if she's still got it on here on YouTube. Thank you so much. I don't know. I have, they couldn't uh, give much proper, say it properly about my case.